One of the reasons why you can distinctively say that, let me tell you, as a big man to your face. Yes, when time I used to come on and I watch a whole lot of reason, I realize that no matter what the labor right them, me and you all the reason. Me never reason with you to see a reason, but for majority of them when I reason with, they are all deflectors. Them are all deflectors. You cannot ask a labor right, nothing and tell the truth for saving life. All of them were me reason with. The closest one what me see, we're kind of honest, and they come like they not so like him and a Grim Reaper. Like I'm the only one me hear rubbish the $20 buckle water claim and them thing there. So when you go make them accusation there, bro, we can say the same thing. So make we move fast if we are going to have a conversation.
Martin, tell me one thing when I said that's misinformation.
What you mean rubbish the $20 buckle water claim?
Yeah, him said nothing go say man have that. That Grim Reaper said.
There's no such thing as a $20 buckle of water.
That man say me know it and me no know it and me ask him and me say I'm the only one when me say close to honesty. Time tell me say cheapest him can get a water for $67 and him go buy and carry receipt come. And him laugh at that. So are you saying it is possible for us to get $20 water, Mr. Chuck?
Yes.
Oh, so you know, just tell Colin, say if he stop tell lie and propaganda. Big man. Listen to yourself.
Let me ask you this.
You just accuse Colin of it.
Then
that is one thing. Let me listen to you.
What you need to your next question to me is tell me where do I get that $20 buckle of water? That should be your next question.
No, but I've been here from
I asked me a question. I answer the question.
Chuck, I've been here on the internet. From that saga, I've been here every day asking the labor rights because obviously a certain labor rights alone knows for them $20 water there. And I have been asking every day for them tell me where they can start for a nice little business. But I'm going to shut up for you next however time you're going to take an answer me and tell the 89 of us where we can get that
question. Now, when the Prime Minister was speaking at the $20 buckle of water, what did he say?
No, you can't pick out part of the post.
No, I'm asking the whole scenario.
Because no. The question is, where can we get that $20 buckle of water?
When the Prime Minister was speaking of the $20 water, what did he say?
Just tell us where to find the $20 buckle of water.
Mr. Chuck, me just ask you a question. I think the answer you're going to answer me.
I am answering the question,
but you see, you're going to answer me. But before you answer me, I am faced with a question. How do we go past that? I ask you a question. I ask you a question. I wait for my answer. But instead of giving my answer, you ask me a next question. But because I have to get my question answer first. Yes, I tell you. You just me just tell you say no labor right can reason straight. I
am reasoning with you straight, sir.
But I ask you a question.
Yes, and I'm answering your question.
Where we can get the $8 buckle of water. Okay.
Yes, but allow me to answer your question, no, sir.
All right, my boss.
When the Prime Minister was discussing his water, what did he say? He says, now this one is from the NWC, and you can get this one for $20 a buckle.
You live at Jamaica, Chuck?
Then which part does me live?
You live at Jamaica?
Which part does me live?
Okay, we're in Jamaica. We can get a bottle of $20 water in the public.
Again, let me repeat.
Prime Minister said.
Let me repeat.
Yeah.
The Prime Minister, this one is from the NWC that I am drinking here. You can get this one for $20 a bottle.
Which part then sell?
It's selling at your pipe. But let me go again and answer. Let me go again and answer you where you can get. Let me answer you again where you can get a bottle of water for $20 now. The Price Mart sell a case of water for $860.
Before you go there, sir.
We're 32 in
when we notice with labor right again, when them are going to talk about a picture, then take out, then cut off one part of the picture and talk about the picture. Then cut off the leg or cut off the head and talk about them. I want to talk about the whole entire picture. Just like the happenings with where surround the University Hospital of the West Indies. We just want to talk about Jack then and then say all 4 companies are linked to Jack then. And then you know want to push Jack then and that. But like at them thing they me can't understand. And then people say me no fear and me no this. No care we try for reason not 2 big people. So what you pray now? Well, I know the narrative what the Prime Minister, what the narrative where Mark Golding came out with. The man distinctively said, purchasing a bottle of water at your corner shop. Mr. Chuck, can we get a bottle of $20 water to buy at the corner shop?
Yes.
You can get a bottle of $20 water to buy at the corner shop.
Does the corner?
Last question I'm going to ask you, I'm going to make you talk, you know. Who in a Jamaica you can tell that but a labor right to believe that? Who different from a labor right you can tell that?
One question, sir. One question.
Yeah.
You asked again. The Prime Minister said this one is from the NWC. Every corner shop.
And you say you can get a car. Jesus.
Bala, can I interject, Bala?
No.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Respond to everything what you just said.
I can't believe a big man I try to check me.
Hold on, we not try to check you. But listen to me now. Here's the reason. You mentioned say people are trying to jack them under the bus and I leave out the other companies.
No, we still up on it.
No, we still up on it. We are cover everything what you say. Why is it that Jack then is important in the discussion?
No, well I know. Chuck Finley. Well I know. Before we go there, so. One 106 people them know how they can use a $20 coin and get a water at the corner shop. Because you say, yes, it is there at the corner shop. At that moment, you tell. Well, you don't be so selfish, Mr. Chuck. At that, I tell you,
Bala, listen
you
to
can be privileged to have that like, the good link there and share with people.
Bala, here's the problem we have. Here's the problem we're not having. Here's the problem we're not having.
We're too realistic.
You see the same thing where you just complain about. You keep holding on to a little piece of the entire argument. Another part they alone you hold on to try bill pan. Now, Mark Golding went to the parliament with 2 bottles of water and said them 2 bottles of water are expensive. What the Prime Minister was trying to show you is that even though you have an expensive, you have cheaper waters out there where you can choose.
All right, next question I'm going to ask you.
Hold on, so you ask a couple of questions, I'm not done answer them.
NWC water we are talking about. It's selling a bottle, bro. Is it legal for a sale? Them bottle of water with the Prime Minister hold up in her hand and show. We can get it at the corner shop to buy.
You see, that's where you're gone again. That's why I tell you, so you see, when you have reason, context matter, and that is why the Prime Minister did went out of his way to say, this one is available at the this one is from the NWC, which means that this is the water in your pipe.
Okay, so that and
when you work out that one day, it work out to $20 a buckle.
Okay.
One minute, please. The person just said that PriceSmart have water selling for $800. Let me put that lie to rest right now. A case of Member Select, which is 24 units of the 500 milliliter, is $1,229. A case of water is $1,369. A case of water 330 milliliter, that is the baby water. The baby water that you put in your
big up. Respect advocate.
Case of it is sold for $999. Now the 5 liter, the 1.3 gallon is 4 units come in the case. And that one is for $870. Again, the 500 milliliter case of Catherine Speak is $1,559.
Thank you, Miss Mitchell.
And Members Select, which is the baby water, that same one. Now, which part the ear saw a case of water that Mr. Golin brought into Parliament is sold for $800.
I never told you that the case of water.
The NWC water is not for resale to the public, Paula.
Yeah, I know what I already, man.
Hold
Yes, I
on.
want to listen to Chuck.
The metered water is not
Why am I
$20
listening to him now,
per
bro?
gallon to your property.
Bro, why am I listening to him now? Because Chuck Finley, beg me soon for tell you. Why am I listening to him? Me listen to this man. As a big man for me, you know. Say calling them a liar, you know, and he never stutter when him say that, you know. No, I'm
and I will repeat that till the day I go under the ground.
Mr. Chuck, I brought my talk, man. I'm soon for to him. Mr. Illustration. So now, bro, me, you know, if you listen to a elder, I try fool me up. As I would have say, I try fool me up. You're too fool. Him a fool me up. If you try tell me, persuade me, say $20 bottle of water exists at Jamaica, and this is where me and Uno have
again,
well, Mr. Chuck, I'm talking to Brad. Beg you a minute. I'm gonna come back to you. Now, Brad, may I say something too? Brad, if that a film reality, up till now, ask him where we can get the water, because we are asking the labor right, Uno too selfish. This is furthest from anybody who is not a labor right reality. You agree with me, Brad?
I agree with you 100%, but here's the bigger picture to it, which is a huge problem. Now, can you imagine?
Spread that propaganda, there, brother.
Hold on, now. Can you imagine NWC have bottled water selling for $20, while the water that we're paying for on our property, the metered water, is not $20 per gallon?
Yo, we can't.
Water bill, sometimes we have to wonder what the heck.
I could hear back from Chuck a bit yesterday. I want to hear from Advocate and Colin about it. We don't want Chuck run. We want a reason with him, but actually hear me a reason, Lord. Me just can't take it.
Me tell you again, you know, say me no like reason with people who don't have the ability to form a thought for themselves. It as you say, it drain your energy. And I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, because when we make up things,
we're not making up things again.
Brother,
I repeat, what the Prime Minister said in Parliament.
The narrative that, Mr. Chuck, you're a big man and you are now spreading a propaganda through this platform, because the reality that we're talking about is a readily available bottle of water. And that's why I'm going to ask you, are you living in Jamaica? Have you ever, even 10, 15, 20 years ago, at no time, Jamaica currency ever sell a bottle of 5 ml for $20? You tell me which year.
Let me say which year. And here's the problem with
was it in 2003?
Here is the problem with fears.
Big man, brother, man,
you see, this is why me can't reason with comrade, you know, Virgin. Because guess what? Uno believe that he said the only way uno can reason is when uno attack. So my time uno have to listen.
So me come to you and tell you, say, me see one flying pig. I'm here running and tell me say flying pig.
If you want to have a canvas, you see when I'm here alone there, the conversation was much better. Because guess what? You would attack and then you would attack. You would attack.
I'm listening what you ask my father.
And that is the only way we can transfer information.
All right, just tell us we can get to 20.
But I alone every time me look up, you ask me one next question. And you all know about 10 questions here, but you ask, so you don't give me a chance to answer it.
Continue now. Tell about the 20.
You realize that?
People don't want to know.
You ask me about 10 questions and you don't give me a chance to answer one
then.
all now.
All right, then. Hold on, my boss. So,
and also conversation.
Stop repeat yourself now. I'm going to shut up and you continue. Tap repeat yourself now. Say what you are saying.
Again, let me repeat. The Prime Minister said, this one is water commission water, which means these are your pipe water where you can drink too. Now, here is the concept of the conversation where Uno Miss Virgin is that yes, there are some water we sell were expensive, but there are cheaper water too. And if you cannot afford the bottled water we cost $200, the pipe water can drink too.
When last
that is what Uno miss out of the conversation.
When last buy a bottle of water for 20?
Jesus Christ. Bala. Have a good day, sir. This conversation.
Big up yourself.
No run, because I don't understand how you so lie, boy.
No, man. No way now go for you, man. You're a big man, I'm a big man, brother. You try, brother, you really come up and call in a library, and I spread them big lie as a big man, brother.
Bala, you know, some more reporter page because you should make we deal with the boys.
Reportage page.
More reporter page, you know, Bala.
I'm off it,
Yo, because you know we deal with the case, Brethren. Brethren, you know, some want to take him on full tilt, bro.
No, man, nobody not chasing with him, man. I don't think I'm going to talk say, when mad come bring madness to me, brother. Yeah, man, I got to talk about say, people have a page report, advocate do it. Yeah. I can't go and black it. Yeah. Yo, listen, start. All right. No, you might accuse me and I don't get to defend myself. If man figure a big story and I call it put a run gun.
Are you making run?
I don't make you run, brother. They know what me I do. But if I charge you, if man a cheaper,
Yo, all right, Bala, I'm share something now, Bala. What you know, Bala? You see, if he's saying what the Prime Minister is trying to say is that you can get a $20 bottle of water for NWC. So the Prime Minister is not into the country.
Bala, you can't style your style. Chucky style you.
I think the Prime Minister right in the country now.
Style me. I mean, look like he that well on there. You feel like no real somebody will live a yard here, nobody a chat them foolish and believe them.
But I need to tell you another lie. Bala, into the next lie, you ask me when you live. He said live at Jamaica. He live at Jamaica. He live with
NWC water can drink. NWC water can drink straight from the pipe.
What use would you bring pipe water in a bottled water argument if not for deception?
That's why I couldn't allow him to go no further because man take a big stone and lick Karen and say, man like Colin, tell me a lie.
We are talking about bottled water and you come tell me you are your Prime Minister tell me I tell me about pipe water.
Brother, I'm not keep on your brain Chuck Finley with all respect, keep your brain wash.
It's so funny because
certain conversation with
if you're in Jamaica, right? If you're in Jamaica, you're going to buy purified water from any purified store. What do you think them do? Them hook up to NWC system and then them purified through must about 50 different systems because if people was going to drink NWC water, they would never buy purified water then.
Exactly. Listen, a couple months ago, people used to E. coli in their water. Nobody know want tap water to drink anymore. When I was growing up at that time, tap water drinking was a thing. But for most areas, especially in the town area, people don't be drinking tap water anymore. And the Prime Minister know that.
He doesn't drink it himself.
Yeah.
Remember, so when the E. coli when reports in the water and the Jamaica Labour Party try to put it under the rug, and they never want to come out with the report. Remember that.
But guess what? From that happened, they not release another NWC report, From that happened, and the PNP rep make it public so the public know. They never release another NWC. That's why you never see the PNP come back about nothing. They never release another NWC report.
But Trump just basically came on the platform and said that the Prime Minister is a con man. him slap a label on an empty bottle, put NWC water in it, and brought it to Parliament to deceive the nation.
Oh, them that the courtesy water what NWC get to them whenever they have
Give
them
to their
function like
staff
them
and thing.
groundbreaking and so.
No,
That are the
Or like
courtesy
projects,
water.
like when they say they work on projects.
no, that's not
He
what.
also tell another deceptive lie about the care packages them. You know long more come up here come slap him in the face.
Say.
Chuck is a wicked man.
Why I call them welcome mats, because
And then you know what I think, Brad?
yeah.
He must say they never take ID, but the gentleman from Montego Bay who work in the parish council office with what one I'm not be a name again. Why me I don't know the name? The young boy.
Yeah, the
in
young
company
man.
program. In company program and say yes, they collect the TRN and ID to get the care package.
Not even up to that. I give you better than that. Just right after the hurricane, there was a young man from Bullet Tree. Yes, I remember the name of the place, Bullet Tree. And when they went and dropped the care packages and were distributing them, he was unable to get any of those care packages. He had to go
because he never have no ID.
He didn't have any idea. You know what he went and what he found? His expired driver's license. And by the time he got back to where they were distributing the care packages, they were finished. They were all finished. I don't care. Come up here. And I'm not going to stop for them.
So Bala, Empress and Muslim, you see them from morning.
Yo, no stop asking about people, brother, and not like the people, man. No stop asking about people, man, when the people come and cuss people. And then turn out then there. Somebody phone them echo a while ago.
Sorry, maybe it's mine.
Somebody phone the echo a while ago. Boy, Grim Reaper, I want to put you up here, but me can just imagine a crocodile man tear in the evening. You sure you want to forward up?
The man come up, man. It's not so bad.
Oh, from us on top your nice, man. Because all I want to see him, you.
It's not so bad. It's not so bad.
Yo, all I want to see it, brother. I don't know say man can't take no liquor and thump the man number.
How much crocodile you count Bala up on it?
You believe it. Jesus. No man, on a serious note, me never with all the years I have never.
Hold on a second. Sorry to interrupt the party. I just got a call. I want to be on some topic and stay focused. Which topic are we using this evening? I want to go on the Rosie topic, and I still want to continue on the UWI topic. Can I get some vote? I go vote for me and I go vote against me. Those are the two topics I'm proposing for the evening. So let's see if we can get some vote. Everybody, some people, I'm realizing, and I don't like it. I realize some people are shying away from the US scandal and what go on. while I promise to you guys that we will indeed keep the Rosie situation alive, we still have to pay attention. One vote for Rosie. All right, Brad says she in favor of both topic. Oh, let me see panelists then vote. Somebody have a nasty feedback.
Yeah, me two of them, two topics them, anyone.
All right, two of them. Ball of feed away because MP trick him. What you talk about youth? Sometime I know what you talk about youth. I don't even understand still now, dog. We don't even understand still now, dog. We don't know youth. Only even understand still. All right, so 331. Thank you, Carol, in favor of both. Run the topics. All right, Terran. So me have 3-1 vote in favor of both topics. So we are going for both topics. Well, we are going to start with Rosie topic, people, and we want to keep it spicy and edifying. We still don't want to shouting and things. You see it? Yeah. So here we are going now. Let's start on the Rosie topic. Who we not hear from? We hear from everybody else except from Colin. Colin come like say my drink conflicts and I watch cartoon and quiet so. I chew Chuck Fingley gone your Bex, bro. My Bex too, but I say go man, come and tell you be a liar run, brother. And
you can't believe that one of them best blogger that.
Yo, the man's 1 hour for Rosie again. So why you afraid to talk about Rosie? What would they say? Physically active, what go on my G?
We can't talk about Rosie until we see our investigations start.
You want to start it focus?
Well,
man, I'm shy from the back of field.
You see me now. All our Rosie
fully
serious allegations.
Yeah.
And people can't just throw it under the rug because they feel like Rosie is disgruntled. Even if Rosie is disgruntled, there are still allegations. And then deserve some attention because they involve taxpayers' money. This is not Rosie money or Donovan money.
Focus. We really spike the thing on the car. Rosie thing come out first and then we hear the Prime Minister attack on a video. I played it yesterday. But based on what the Prime Minister said, bro, it'll show you how the Prime Minister do thing there. The particular constituency was such of great importance for them.
Mm-hmm. And Rosie did that good work for them. I saw the Prime Minister, but that him I say.
You know, your man tell say Rosie
called Donovan. Rosie turned the villain.
But what may I say? Him called Donovan. The Prime Minister called Donovan late the night after the election when he realized he lose the election. And he recalled. And then called the man early in the morning. I fret about the seat. I say it is of such great importance for the carrying on of the development. But when may I say focus, what do you need? Like if Donovan they lose, it would stop him from being Prime Minister, right? He would still have been Prime Minister. Why would that be the need for you have a MP in that ground there if a development you really want for the era? Is it a case where even though he's Prime Minister, he cannot make any physical or speedy development for that era? I don't understand. Because I believe that if my Prime Minister, whichever side him depend, whether JLP or PNP, him supposed to can do whatever development he want. Yeah, get me I say, Grim?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm foolish, me meds, you know. Because just a while ago we are talking.
With the MP, and PNP MP tend to give hell. Right?
Oh.
They would have to consult with the MP down there and probably, we'll see how we can put. Probably when in consult with the PNP MP, PNP MP probably disagree because he might say that I don't favor you for the next election. So I don't want that. So, but if you have a Jamaica Labour Party MP down there, it can move more faster without any problem in other way. Because you know the opposition give one a problem when you the better man.
We have to wait some more time when we are talking. That's why people, hold on, man. Just start talk, I mean, the man just start reason. And these are some of the reasons for what they want to so not send a request. I mean, not to take it because I don't show off a reason some of the time. And we know say some of the time we are going to allow everybody to talk, but even someone, every now and then I want what a reason. But me and the general just start reason. So I just give you a 2 minutes or so. We need probably take so long. We just start reason. Please and thanks. Just give you a minute there. Yeah, Grim Reaper. What you say now? Vara, what you doing, boss?
Before I abruptly came down because of certain reason. I was going to comment on the recording yesterday and said, while one may assume that the Prime Minister wanted a JPNP down there so he could have got what he wanted, he could have got the development, take the people and land, blah, 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 everything when I say. One could also assume that he wanted to see development in the community, he wanted to see housing structures being built, the fields being built, right? All these sort of things. He wanted it and he wanted it at a pace, right? But having a PNP MP down there, I don't think he would have that.
So
right?
why Rosie would have prevent something like that? Knowing that the type of person the Prime Minister put Rosie to be in the public. Why would Rosie prevent them from doing that? Because him say Rosie is loyal, honest, straightforward, and frank. And them type of thing there.
Rosie is not preventing them from doing anything.
No, but if you listen to the meat of the matter, bro, Rosie say Andrew come to her, the wife, and then Babsy after. So is it that why if it simple means that three of them go to her, it simple means that she never give the first person who came about the same particular matter, which is Andrew only. She never give him a go her, then Juliet went, then Babsy. So I am saying Rosie must be our endurance for them at this moment. If you take a look on it. Because if
I don't believe that Andrew went to Rosie, and I don't believe that his wife went to Rosie as well. Because if they want to get something done in the constituency, I'm sure they can go over it because the office she holds doesn't really have any power.
But Rosie said that is possible because Rosie said there's no respect in the party. So you're right when you say that. But it's just that Rosie still a whole lot drunk.
No, nobody's stopping them.
What you say a while ago, I agree with you. Them can step over Rosie and break whatever protocol them want to break. I agree with you because Rosie also said that. Rosie also said the party, if you forget justice, if I know the mama of the party or the leader of the party, you're not getting no justice. So Rosie will say,
I'm saying
I get the point that you are saying.
Nobody has to go to her because her office has no power.
I get the point that you are saying. No. What do you mean Rosie office stand no power?
We don't have no power to that extent to stop anything major. If they want to get something done in the constituency, I don't think nobody need to go to. They can consult with her, but she doesn't have the power to say that can't happen.
Oh.
She only can say, I don't like what you are doing. I don't like that.
So are you saying that the council does not have powers like they're not no power?
Let's be realistic. Her office is not that
Well, I know. Adapt me a try, me a try be realistic. And me no know the rooted and grounded are the politics, but I know. Yes, let's be realistic. Then if them no need our friend, whatever you say, bro, why would them need? Because you ever say you don't feel so, just probably to prove a point. Because if I lie Rosie tells the Prime Minister come to her, the Prime Minister should have addressed it or say something then. But the facts say the allegations, bro. And you say something a while ago, I use it back against it because you say Rosie say basically them can step over Rosie. And we say, yeah, we are aware of that them are ram for break regular protocol and policies for do what them want to do and get what them want done. I agree with you with that. But if that was the case and they could have done that, the fact that the Prime Minister emphasized how much him a fret about that particular constituency, He not talk about no other constituency. Even though if he did lose this particular constituency, he still would have been prime minister. I never like say losing this would have kick him out of being the prime minister. So you know, try pre and conceptualize what me I say. It would have never affected him as being a prime minister. I mean, I hear him talk about no other. There are a lot of parts in Jamaica that need development. But when I hear him talk and say, oh, we the one win the say, you know, this, and yet you have a meds, as I say, reality, meds, all the man emphasize on this particular, and then you join back the dots with all the allegation of Rosie make. Yes, a reality, but it don't seem realistic to me. It seems like there must be in a gold mine or something precious.
But I listened to the recording because I heard it was play. I heard it play yesterday while listening to the recording. I heard nothing but congratulations from Andrew Holness to Donovan Williams at the time I listening to the record. I don't know if you heard differently, but all I heard is congratulating that he won. He made sure to call in to ensure that he wins, which a lot of time Prime Minister does that sometimes to check if, you know, because
no, remember say I recount Donovan win panina, bro. Remember good man, you know, but like you want to pull up a video for you. I recount Donovan win by, bro. Because the preliminary stages, the man lose.
He called him to make sure that he won, to see, make sure.
Yeah, when the man said, it seems, when him called Donovan, he seems very happy like he had a premonition or something about the election. You never hear that party?
I never heard that.
All right. But now I get 1 minute. Let me hear from one of them female here. Brat or smile again. Who can turn on them talk a phone faster? Probably smile again. I go beat that, you know. Oh, I know. Because Brat have to climb a tree. Go again, smile again. Right talk about the Rosie situation. I want it to be like my nice church sister. And like we are reason with my brethren in Grim Reaper. Because we are trying to look on the thing from a realistic point of view. More hear your take on the matter, and then after I have a video what I go play. Yeah.
All right, so my take on the matter. We know Rosie is not lying. Rosie is a big woman. Rosie not putney. Rosie is also from that long time stalwart. She a stand labor, right? She not like the wash belly one them will just come, the just comers. She's not that. She's seasoned. Rosie know her stuff. Rosie not gonna just come out and lie like that. And also what we need to remember, you know, that every kind of corruption that come out on golden showers, also Donovan name calling night. This is not the first time. The IC report, the drill report, and all of them something there. So every time there is corruption, Donovan name there in it. So when Rosie say Mrs. Golden Showers come to her and she raise her up, then she sent her husband to her and she said to the husband, the Golden Showers say, you know, she not do what him ask her for do. Then them send Babsy.
Oh boy.
And Babsy, she said,
smile again. Smile again, I call him so. It's why me not cry? No, that then used to call him when him a
in
turn prime minister, I know, man. I couldn't call him.
A golden showers me a call him. But then used to call him. Then used to call him white name. Then now me get the perfect name for call him golden showers. So
I sound like I want to freak something.
Listen, Bala. You see the name where they used to call him, and that caused the crosses from Jamaica. So now we get a perfect name for call him. So hence the reason why we have to go run with that name. The Golden Showers are the best name for him. That's why them
I want to say something.
So Grim Reaper.
But hold on, a smile again. Calm down. But if you do that, it's gonna cause a rift because what if Grim Reaper? Hold on. What if Grim Reaper now start? Oh, why am I so sir? I have me earphone.
I'm not going to start anything. I just
why
want
if you start call up Marky G some names?
Well, that's a female market.
No, man, we cannot take the politics so serious, man.
Listen, Bala, me and you know, say, if when we are go school, then they call you one name, it a stick by you for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
so
but that name there no one normal name.
Well,
I don't even think it is safe for TikTok. That's why I tell you, say, hold it.
Then golden showers, how that for no safe? Golden showers. The golden showers are the perfect.
Well, I am safe. I am not sure if that word is safe for the internet, my friend. I don't want to get banned. My page 10, me get restriction like what?
What they call golden showers?
You don't know, but me know what it is.
What they call golden showers?
I know what it is, man. I am not a child. That's why I tell you, I don't think it's appropriate.
Listen.
I don't take community guidelines and I don't want, because of maliciousness, with me lose the page.
Well, listen.
Everybody
why
there supposed to know that.
So why they would have said gold spoon and not wrong with that?
Because gold spoon, you know, get to me and say, no, my friend. You know what? Come like you don't understand what golden shower is. You know what it is? I am saying it can be used or considered as a sexual context in a sexual way. And to prevent the maliciousness.
I know that we are talking about.
What does that mean?
Well, I know that make the person they call.
And that's why you know understand. I am saying, I don't care why you want calling, but to protect my page, let us not be malicious. Because why you think everybody know what that means, my friend? I mean, I say, no, we don't want, I've gotten restriction for less than that already. You believe it? I see me turn on, take up just turn on. That's why I'm always in a gingerbread mood. I see me literally, I do not now get restrictions. So I say, just load that.
All right.
But, voila. Let me share something with you, man.
I wanted to ask.
Let me share something with you, brother.
I want to ask man a question.
Make me finish my conversation. No, Grim Reaper, you have to wait your turn. You have to wait your turn. All right? Rosie, we are talking about.
All right.
Every corruption, Bala, every corruption that come out, every report that come out on the on any kind of wrongdoing, Donovan named there versus the Prime Minister. So Rosie is not lying. We need to put the dots together and we up the dots. Every time you hear something come out, why is it that him there as the thing, even with the drill, his name was there as well?
Is it a crime to be investigated? I didn't know it was a crime. Once it became a crime.
Here you know.
Then I didn't know it.
Hold on,
investigation.
Grim, hold on there. Brad, go ahead with the interjection. People are going to use the timer shortly after this. We always have to use the timer just to prevent disruption. See me, now if you abide by the nice abatement act, I have to put one over here, you know. Yeah, go ahead, Brad.
I was going to ask Smile to just yield on that name, but she did, so I don't have to ask her. Okay. So that's what it was. Yes, thanks.
All right, Smile, Brad, I want to hear from you next now. Grim, I'm going to use the timer. Smile again, I'll soon come back to you. If this is just for everybody first, opening second. Let me hear from Grim now. Go ahead, Grim.
Yeah, what I wanted to say is because I heard Smile said something I would say ridiculous, because she said that just because the lady is a veteran in the party, that give her the right to say something and it's not a lie. So what she's simply trying to say to me, if I'm in a company working for 30 years and she's there for 10 years and I go to the boss with a rumor about her, I would not be lying based off her theory, right? I would not be lying if I went to her boss and said something about her that totally no gossip, right? So you see all that don't make no sense. So you can't say because somebody a veteran and them been at the party long time, that means that them not lying. Because it doesn't really matter. People lie on a daily basis every day. No matter how long them I do it for, people just lie on a daily basis. And the whole fact is people can't work off of what them hear. It needs to be proven, as I keep on saying, people need to prove things and stop come with speculation, stop come with rumors.
But you know, I run with things before I prove things too. I can't tell nobody what enough to do, bro. No, try a bully them style. I want to have a bully because what you are doing.
It's not.
Yeah,
bully.
but you not do the same thing and not tell PNP say don't do it. That is unfair.
I don't do that. I can't vouch on anybody else. I don't do that. So you may see other people do it, but whosoever is doing it, should not be running it.
You know, when me step back and me look grim, each side of the party very biased because some people love the party more than the country. You know, Mr. Chuck Finley said there up here a while ago, I try to defend, I'm sure you know you're hearing. And if you can't, some of the time it is ridiculous for you over there, so point finger, when you are standing beside a man where
all
I try to lie.
I'm using this lady theory. The lady said, because the woman been at the party for a long time, that alone means that she's not telling a lie. That doesn't prove anything.
Schizophrenic man, telling a lie for me.
Well, on the smile again.
That's what you said.
Time I run.
What you said. You said that the lady is a veteran, therefore she would not be wasting her time telling lies. Like that can stop people from telling lies. Right? People tell lies on a daily basis for no reason. And the thing is, people like.
But that would be public mischief if she come out and tell them just declare it.
Yes, it's something. And she needs to prove it. That's all I'm saying. She needs to prove it. And if she can't prove it, then it's mere speculation and rumors. And I don't work with speculation and I don't work with rumors. I work with the facts that is presented. And for the person who's saying I'm not making any sense, it's scientifically proven that rumors are not true. You have to prove something before we can acknowledge it because it's just mere speculation. So, yeah, that's all I'm saying, right? Nothing else. She needs to prove what she's saying. Argument done. I'm not going to run up and down the rumors that I hear. Rosie said she Prime Minister come to her, Juliet come to her.
Bro, while I agree with you, say proof, we need proof. These are allegations that should not be ignored. Because we see people becomes person of interest because or even speculation and accusation. So, them are damning allegations about taxpayers' money and about genification, allegedly. We can't just see it and just go on like say, oh, I just lie and Rosie lie. We need for call upon the necessary personnel them for investigate the matter. Up till now, while me reason with Madam Speaker yesterday, it was a nice on some level. Nice. That's why I couldn't make it. You see me? Yeah, we have to talk to the females most time than the males. So here I go on. She is of this notion also that because Mark Golding was campaigning on integrity, and there were so many things taking place, and that's why I can't do crowded reason more while, because I have so much thing for me head more while, at least I think I lose my chain of thought. But because Mark Golding was campaigning on integrity, she feel like say when it comes on to integrity, Mark Golding forget more beating. We can't think like that. We cannot think like that. You see me? So integrity is the Prime Minister also coming out to talk about issues like this. We are here about fire allegation. People are get removed off of land and all type of something. We need to get investigation. All the money they were done have and take for the contract and them. All of these need to be investigated. We're not talking about just mere against bro. Look on the police what the police just see a youth on the road and not like him and decide say he want to search him on the phone. And the man now make him go in on the phone. What you think he do? They handcuff youth and beat him up. A ball in father their station, a ball murder. So, how comes a police's privilege to just see a random youth on the road and decide say want to do that?
You want to answer that?
Yeah.
When they hire these police officers, nobody know, because tragedy happen every day. Nobody know what going through these police officers' mind, right? Nobody know what they are planning to do, how they are planning to do it. When they act out, then the proper authorities will investigate the matter to make sure that what they did was aligned with the law. And if they find what they did were not aligned with the law, then drastic action will be taken against those police officers. You can't blame the police. You can't blame Andrew Willis for the police action.
Yeah, man.
He's not in their mind telling them what to
come
do.
out with the media law, man? Who was the one who said, who come out with the statement? Who are run with the statement? Me, the maker, or the judge? Who come out with that?
That was
and
for
what does that portray? What do I portray?
All right, you want me to answer?
Yeah.
Enough people took that out of context at the time when Andrew Holness said that. Let me tell you, that statement were for the bad guys who was plaguing the streets, unaliving people for no reason, sticking up people, robbing them. That statement was for them personally. If you don't stop to this, you're going to either meet a judge or you meet
Smile again. Interjection at 10 seconds here.
You're working.
I'm supposed to go to Brett now.
Either you
make your point quick in 10 seconds.
Can I just say, when for those persons who don't know, if Rosie was to go to court, all the judge have to ask her, if to tell her what she witness or what she hear. She don't need no other evidence.
Exactly.
So make the little
a fair statement and a fair statement against.
She don't need to carry no them no want a picture. All they're going to ask her is say what she say. She go on the and for people who don't know, when me have to work in a courthouse, me work in a courthouse, so me know.
All right, smart. Like an interjection. It's sharp. Right, let's hear from you. Grim Reaper, we soon fall back here. Nascimento will not come to you one time. Grim Reaper, come on, man. Hold that, my boss. Right, go ahead.
You know the funny thing about it, thanks, Bala. You know the funny thing about it. Now, when the Prime Minister came out and made that statement, the Minister of Security came out and said, pie first, ask question later. Did they stop there? Nope. The police commissioner himself came out and said he did not train his men to lose. Him did stop there, so no. He went back again and he said, the lockup them full, so. My interpretation to it is, if the commissioner go and come out and say the lock up them full, then nobody bag and van back the people them are going on. You understand? Hold on a little bit. Grim said something else about Maker. So the policeman who held up the 19-year-old driver and took away his car, how on earth him not meeting Maker? Wait, me not done right there, so. The two police them on two separate occasions in Maypen where them catch with the people them goat a thief in a them van back, in a them wagon back, them deport or whatever they carry, the pro box. How them to meet them Maker? How is it that they can go to Cherry Tree Lane? The poor young man just came back from work with him patty in him and 20 odd police go inside him house. And after they finish do what they do, they try to cover it up. So hold on. So the law only work for civilians, but uniformed personnel, it doesn't apply to them. But that's still right there. So I wasn't asking a question, I was making a statement. So Grim, you no need for answer. For the whole Rosie thing, the Prime Minister came out and he endorsed Rosie. Now the Prime Minister had Rosie beside him, and he said, and I quote, if he was to have a political girlfriend, it would be Rosie. A big up that, you know, because whenever he wants,
whenever he's in his low moments,
right, him can depend on her to be honest. Tell him like it is. be accurate and all of that. Look here, I want to write the endorsement that right there, so you know.
Biggest recommendation.
That is the biggest recommendation
Only
ever.
Governor General could have given a bigger recommendation than that. Verbal recommendation.
So, thank you very much. No, for the other part of it, Rosie, she was in a group with their delegates. They were having a discussion. As a matter of fact, Koshia Koso Donovan Rockstone. So it's not as if she went to her neighbor and sit down and lap her skirt tail. If she wear a skirt or cut her tennis, she wear pants, and she did a sus and she recorded it and leak it. No, they were in their group, in them own setting with them various delegates and heads of this and heads of that. And of course, she was out in behind. She was venting and somebody leak it. So I am not going to accept anybody at all who is going to say what she said is propaganda and it's not credible. Me believe Rosie. Because of course she cussed Donovan. She's pouring out her heart. She let out her frustration. As a matter of fact, she won Donovan and the Labour Party because she said, Donovan, you so much time. Me I tell him. Uno so much time. Me I tell Donovan to leave me alone. And she said it more than once. And she went on again and she said, as a matter of fact, Uno no make me come off for Donovan and start on Uno because I have my disappointment with the party. It can't get any clearer than that. And nothing at all that anybody said, nothing at all when a welcome mat say, cannot discredit what Rosie said. Because the Prime Minister endorsed, the Prime Minister himself endorsed her. We'll leave it right there. So.
All right, but always spicy. You up yourself, bro. Thank you. Dancy, lie. Nascimento, lie. Sorry. Long time a General D and I hold it. Sorry about that, Nascimento. Big up yourself.
All right, Ball. I hold it long time. Come with that. Come with that Harley eye them and cross everything now. Right?
That's how we are trying to crowd in the box. Yeah, we want to say
what did you up now?
Tell the screen, people. Tell the screen.
Me know everything what take place. The biggest empire in the world are Jamaica. The biggest empire, including land, all these real estate story, Jamaica headquarters. That's how it start. Come with that the item and cross the T. Dr. Bloomfield allegedly was unalived by his lover. Fake story. Right? The biggest disappointment in the Jamaica Labour Party last September general election, East Portland seat. Over the years, these people living at Port Royal, occupying the land them, go to all of the various agencies them, can declare who own the land them. And by the way, the piece of land we left over Port Royal now, it's known as Chesterville. The entire land over Port Royal now is Chesterville. Many people don't know that. First thing the government do is go over there. Darrell Vaz and Andrew Wellness, the same woman there, Babsy Grange, try to move the people and from off of those land. Philip Paul, well, them have to come out and go on bad. Right? Now, this land, this constituency, Central Kingston, where them are trying to cover up like it is not a land grab thing. It's a land grab thing. Me say, that all of the item and cross city, them, you know. Me and you born come hear about Colonel Charles Sr. in a politics. All of a sudden, he want how much acre land when pay $1 for. That the item cross the T them. Everyone at the Jamaica Labour Party know, you see, have so much land. Juliet Wellness in a tussle with this lady uptown. All of a sudden over her land. They take it from her. They take most of her land from her. All of a sudden, Mrs. Wellness has how many real estate in Kingston and St. Andrews. Right? The story with Rosie and Donovan Williams is no make-up story where Rosie come out to talk. It is logics. It is real. She stand up and decide so she now make the people them get dislocated because of fear place that. And moving these people, she don't know what going to happen tomorrow when she not go in the position when them people are moving the all about over the place. Right? So we have to look into the things them sensible and analyze them sensible. Let me tell you something. There is a land holding in a Jamaica where bigger than anyone can think. Because many people believe that the government have the biggest land holding in a Jamaica. No go so. If you don't me, do research on a man goes by the name of James Clayton White, a former British planter. Him and his father, David White. They are from the original royal family. The original have a bagger estate in a Jamaica and elsewhere. James Clayton White, grandfather, Samuel Tucker. Do them. Them are one of the first settler in the Americas. In grandmother, Elizabeth Gould. Them come from the original royal line in England. Coming from John Boucher, from King Edward III.
I'll make you wrap up in a 10 seconds and I'll move on to somebody else. Time run out.
So if when me I say, now connect to uno, uno get it all wrong. It is a land grabbing with the Labour Party and them a try to cover it up like a different issue. These people who come out of a vlog, them don't know nothing. Just since week, yeah, my brother in connection, in a communication with the Ministry of Justice, and them a try to circle around it. It's no joke, nothing me a talk. Everything when me a talk is factual.
All right. What is this for to come back one next time? Dancy, make we hear from you, my boss.
Respect. Good evening, everyone.
So, yeah, Dancy, man, I have no respect.
Yeah, man. Let me add something to what Nascimento just said. If you look how curious it is that everything that has to do with land has somehow ended up in the office of the Prime Minister. Everything that has to do with land and the development of land curiously ended up under the office of the Prime Minister. So this is not some random thing that is happening. This is a well orchestrated plan, premeditated, right? So when Rosie alluded to the mysterious fires as a way to get people off of the land that they're on, because I don't think any of them people really own those lands. But the powers that be know the standing of the land, they know whether or not them can swoop in, pay up the taxes for it, and own it. But the problem is these people have been tenants on the land for years and years, and there's certain, though not strong enough, but there's certain protections in the law for settling on a piece of land, right? So, yeah, it's curious. I wanted to point out something to Grim Reaper with regards to whether Rosie is telling the truth or not. There's a thing called precedence. You have precedence and you have pattern, right? So if you study the pattern of the goings-on of the Prime Minister, his wife, and all, when it comes to land acquisition and all of these things, there's a pattern there. And then there's precedence, you see it happen already. With regards to Rosie, even the Prime Minister, as Brad said, the Prime Minister made some glowing remarks about her and her forthrightness, right? So, rightness so is a precedent and a pattern. So if we extrapolate now to Wagwan now, we can say it is quite likely, if not absolute, but very likely that Rosie is telling the truth on this matter, as she's known for telling the truth previously. We don't know if Reaper appreciate what I'm saying, but yeah. So we can look on people, how them operate, right? And then we can, if something come up, we can say, well, based on how we know this person to be, it's more quite likely that this person is telling the truth. So Rosie definitely, in my opinion, telling the truth. And why it is curious as to why the Prime Minister himself would have got talk to a lowly councillor, because the Labour right would have painted her as a lowly councillor. Why the Prime Minister left for him there? If he could try to ask her help with whatever. She told him no. Why she don't think she can support that. Him sent an envoy in the person of Babsy Grange. And Babsy, the whole way know Babsy is one of the foundation. She also told Babsy, no, we can't support that. Then Juliet inserted herself and she kind of talked to Juliet in a way where Juliet never liked. So Juliet said, Donovan Panar. This is all according to Rosie. Right? So, and if Rosie was of questionable, if Rosie was of questionable character, should have go along with them? And then, But one more thing before we wrap up. This is an earlier discussion. I'm not derail it, but just for knowledge out there. When allow me 30 seconds. The water will come out of the pipe. Just a 12 piece of knowledge out there for the people. Because
Nancy, since you have off topic,
yeah.
let me come back to you.
All right.
Somebody go we see too much time for know what happen.
Yeah, man.
Just hold it, my boss. Grim Reaper, be here 3 minutes.
Yeah. First, I want to comment on Brad then, Dancy. The comment that brought me to say that because Andrew Holness gave her the credibility, or to say that because Andrew Holness said she's a trustworthy woman, doesn't change the fact that people can still be a liar. For example, in our case, I think if I remember a clear case, some court case, where a doctor was deemed credible by the court, and she gave the court information, the court would believe her because they said she's credible. But after many investigation has been done, they find out that out of 30 out of 60 cases she do, half of the case them she lie about it. They didn't know because they deem her credible. So all I'm saying is it doesn't change the fact, just because somebody say, yeah, you are a trustworthy person, it doesn't change the fact that you can still be a liar. Does not change the fact. She still needs to prove what she's saying, and she still needs to come with the fact, present it to the court of public opinion, because obviously it's not in any real court. So since as the court of opinion decided to take it on for themselves, she needs to come to the court of public opinion, present her findings, present and show us, and stop talking, because that's not going to work. To Dancy, where you talk about precedents. When you use it in the context that you say precedents, you're talking something previous. The man has not, as far as I know, he has not been convicted of any of those arguments you are bringing forth. He has not been previously convicted where you can say, okay, we are going to use this against him as precedent because he was convicted before in a real court. We can't use precedent in this matter because he has not been convicted before. Right? He has not been sent to prison for any of this. The only precedent you have is to say that other investigation just bring up him there. That's not tangible. That's not real. That's not.
Even if we talk about investigation surrounding him and his ministry, it is still unprecedented.
No, I'm speaking of no.
And Bala, point of interjection.
No, hold on. I have 30 seconds left. I can't get point of interjection.
All I'm saying is that you can't say you're using precedent because it would have to be, say, like a previous case where you know he was convicted. So the court would use that previous case and say, you know what, this man has been convicted for the same reason, for a reason exactly like that. So therefore, we are going to follow on that last case. and convict him on this matter because he has been convicted before on that case. He has not been convicted. No, I can't find that nowhere. I don't know if you know about him being convicted.
Yeah, I've
Seconds up because I know them have 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Done.
Zara, walk on, Zara. All right, yeah, 3 minutes for the dean. Go ahead.
I'm going to talk so long, but I wanted
use
to just
3 minutes. Use the 3 minutes. Because I don't want you to open your mic and disrupt the program. Use the 3 minutes.
Bala, you know me, man. Anyway, I just wanted to say that I don't think the person who was talking before in terms of precedents was speaking in the terms of being convicted for anything, but in the context of the fact that he spoke to land grabbing and that everything that the prime minister does in terms of him friend is the UDC, in charge of UDC, him have NHT in him office, everything surrounding land is the precedence that he's talking about. He has a real estate company. Them in Bridging was in recent back and forth with NHT, and them they create them non-disclosure, so we don't get to know what the deal was in terms of the monies that was misappropriated. So it was surrounding land grabbing, and I think Rosie kind of put a spotlight on it, and it leads you to speculate that Rosie conversations with all these persons that were coming to her to say for her to agree to something sounds more to me like they wanted her to mobilize the people, break it to them that they have to go, they have to leave, or else we're going to have to take some other action to remove you guys, because we need these pieces of land to do things that is of more productive than you people living on it and taking up space. That is my opinion. That is where I think they were trying to go in relation to the land grabbing behavior. That is a precedence that is being set based on the things that, based on the direction the Prime Minister is going. Right? It's all about land down in the West, claiming, giving out land titles over there, and doing everything that. And my time is up, is it?
No. Your time now.
He's doing everything to do with land. There's so much speculation out in the streets with the other one there who said he'd forget the documents. Him can't find the documents, but money is well spent in agriculture. There's speculation about him, the one in Ministry of Health. There's so much speculation with all these people that is associated with land. We talk about the Charles them and land. So everybody is just caught up in the world of land.
Thank you, Michelle. Everybody, I want land circle.
It's a land circle. It's a land organization.
I think that I want to add something to what you're saying there.
Thank you very much, Paula. Thank you very much. You know something, Grim made reference to a particular case, but I'm going to highlight this. I'm seeing an attempt at a very frantic, and when I say frantic, I'm emphasizing on the word frantic, and a very frantic attempt to discredit Rosie, because Rosie made her intention known openly that she's not going to do no runoff with nobody at all. Them can take the seat, but she will be running on another ticket. And so this going around and trying to paint the narrative that Rosie is bitter, she's irrelevant, she's not honest, you can't trust anything that she's saying. All they're trying to do, this is a smear campaign. They are doing a smear campaign against a Halawart.
Somebody said Miss Sylvia land papers have their name too.
Right? And Rosie, let us not forget that Rosie is coming from Edward Siago, from way back in them time there. But because Rosie said, "Oh, go on with it, because I'm going to run on a different ticket," and that is the attempt. That is what they're attempting to do, is to discredit her, so that whenever a runoff comes about, then
thank you.
Right.
So
that's
one of them art me there. Same thing like the Rose. Just click it beside them name.
And Grim, everybody knows that that is what you all are trying to do. But Rosie is Rosie. Yeah, she might have lost in the 2016, but guess what? How much did she win by this time? What, 300, if I'm not mistaken? Leave it right there.
That's the minute. Send art me there. Art me would have better. All right, but I could go to Smile. Smile again. Smile again. 3 minutes here.
Okay.
People, send some art me there, please. Send some rose, please. Everybody live boy.
Whether we like it or not, Grim Reaper can twist the narrative and what have you, but we know where Rosie say, and we know she not lie about it. And as a matter of fact, today I was speaking to somebody about in St. Elizabeth, Black River, and the plans where them have for Black River. And it's the same kind of thing them talk about, say, land grabbing, the land whatever. People are they capture the land them and whatever. And they're saying right now, nobody can do no kind of building in a Black River right now until the Prime Minister do what he have to do with Black River. Nobody can make no move there. So this is nothing strange that Rosie is talking about, right? We hear it all over. Everywhere you turn, you hear say this government, I grab a land, grab. And not only that, the Prime Minister has changed every living system. First time, the MPs could do what they want. Now the Prime Minister changed it. So you see the little MP them where they're on the opposition side, them not have access to nothing at all. The Prime Minister hold on upon every living thing that him can think of. Him change the rules them so much. And you wonder to yourself, why you do that? Why is like somebody where, him just want in a control of everything. But you know what? Time will tell. We know say Rosie not lie. And you know what? Time will always tell. I said 2026 is the year of revelation. So things are going to come out that we will all see and hear and listen. This is only just the tip of the iceberg that is coming out now. The scandals are out there, and there are much more scandals out there. And it's only a matter of time for some other labor right get disgruntled because this a Prime Minister and a loyal. And we see it with Rosie, and we know exactly say, guess what? Somebody else a go out there where him a go now go pee up, and them a go, and they are going to come out and spill a whole heap of beam. So listen, them a crucify Rosie now. Somebody else out there come. And we know what them are going to say. Them are going to say, oh, a lie. And one thing I want to ask Grim Reaper is the Prime Minister a liar, or is he a credible person? That is the question I want to ask him. What would you say about the Prime Minister? Is he a credible person, or is he a liar? I'm going to like if you answer me,
All right. No, I will say this.
Time run out.
Yeah, me want him answer me, Bala. Is the Prime Minister a credible person?
We as human.
No, answer the question. Is the Prime Minister a credible person?
We as human beings all have flaws, right? We all have flaws. We are not perfect. We are not perfect human beings. God didn't make anybody perfect. Everybody lie at some point, right? But I'm sure he's not a habitual liar, which means that he tells lie on a daily basis for no reason. I would not want to believe that the Prime Minister is a habitual liar, right? But I know God didn't make anybody perfect. We all have flaws in our ways. We all do things that don't please his people sometimes. But I don't think the Prime Minister lied consistently like how I've seen some people lie before.
Okay.
So, Baller, can we use this same exact statement for Rosie now? Exact word for word.
That is why I asked.
Let's use it word for word for Rosie.
I'm in have energy for try. Only just work with me now. Nascimento, go ahead.
Yeah. Grim Reaper, you just make a bad speech out of your mouth that God didn't make a perfect person. You are so wrong. God created everything perfect. Man sin. Not God planned for man to sin. Anyway, let me say this. If anybody who knows about Portland, knows about Parsley Garden, then they would know that for over 100 years now, the Applebee's of Portland have been in court seeking administration for these estates. However, yes, Parsley Garden is not government-owned land. Many people don't know it. It's owned by the same people that I was talking about just a while ago. In 2017, that's when the Supreme Court, gave the leave of administration. And from there, Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party administration has been grabbing land consistently. And if you look through the pattern, as was said before, then you will understand where I'm coming from. From the court give the leave of administration, them try to use the Administrator General to go around the court order. Even since this week, my brother was in contact with the Ministry of Justice.
People on top of the screen.
They are playing around with the information as if to say, them want my brother to make an error. Because when you can't be a fool with court order, you know. Because one mistake with the court order, you lose, you know. The court give a directive. If you go around what the court do, then it's on you, because the court not ignorant. You understand? As me say, all of these land that you see them a grab. Baller. To many people, me sound hypocritical. And I've been saying this long time from me, I come on live with people. Right? In England, the tune that is in England is David tune. David, King David of the Bible. Yes, a him tune. Jacob's pillar. The original people them were dismantled because of political decision in England. When them decide that no more Roman Catholic will not sit on the throne as king. And as so it go. The people them who is there now as king, they are from Germany. The Windsors, as them name, is not the legal heir to the throne of England. The legal heir to the throne, the descendant them
20 seconds to wrap up, yeah?
The legal heir them to the throne, them descendant is right here in Jamaica. And I am telling people that what you see Andrew Holness is doing in the administration, bit by bits, God I go break him. Bit by bits.
Yeah.
Trust me upon that.
All right. Well said, them boss. Dancy, your time I know. Nascimento, big up yourself. Taxi input on the conversation. So we go to Dancy and
So Smile.
I could just remind you for a second though. The topic that we're on now, we like to just enforce the topic and stamp it like you see me? We are touch the other topic shortly. So let's stay on topic. We're upon the Rosie right now. Yeah, so we are doing it for the labor rights, and we say Rosie thing a 9-day attack. We keep Rosie alive, then them still a try to shoot back then Jack then on the bus, but it bigger than that. I don't hear time, man. I just left from you, Grim Reaper. A Grim Reaper time? All right. Dancy, just give him 30 seconds for answer a question.
Yes, man, I can go through.
Answer a lady question on your move from me.
Oh, me never. Oh. No, it is not his time.
All right,
All right, go on dance here and then we'll go back to Grim.
Yeah, Smile said something just now that kind of jogged my memory for a little bit. Mr. Golden's presentation in the Parliament, the recently concluded budget debate, he spoke about building back better. Andrew Holness came up with a bunch of proposals for developments of the whole entire North Coast and all of that. And he spoke about some areas being questionable as in terms of should people even reconstruct in those current locations. And he mentioned he mentioned Black River. I said to myself, sir, that storm was sort of an anomaly because it's not the usual track that the storms used to take. And because of this one event, you are thinking about not allowing the reconstruction of Black River Town or develop. So that kind of sounds curious to me because, one time doesn't make a pattern. It's just one, and it was a completely, that storm you kind of threw a curveball. And then when you think about all the developments for the, on the coast, everything on the coast is susceptible to storms, no matter which coast it's upon, right? So when you go try to take the people land and push them inland, and then when you do all of these developments, the people of Jamaica we're not going to have the access to the beach. That's another continuation of that problem. So, just make me think when Smile said that just now. But another thing, when it comes to how contracts are issued, Rosie pointed out to us that Mr. Williams contacted her about getting a contractor to do a piece of road work. She got the contractor, made the link, the contract. And after that conversation, she got a call from the contractor to say, hey, Rosie, you need to link Mr. Williams and find out how much he want out of the thing. And he told Rosie that he wanted $1.5 million. Right? And I'm saying to myself, where are the calls from that side of the aisle for an investigation into this matter? And she even spoke about she was supposed to get some money, and he what did she say? He gave her some, not contracts, but some what's the word? Projects, and he was expecting her to take the money out of the project. So me want to know if I saw the government, is that how the country's business is conducted, where money is allocated for something and the politicians just help themselves to whatever they want out of it? No wonder why things are not done properly. Because if the man get 1,000 meters of road for fix, and he have to give you $1.5 million out of it, he's gonna kind of skimp on the work so he can still get a certain margin. So that is a clear example of how the country is shafted by these politicians in this way. I don't hear any labor right calling for an investigation into the matter. And that, that is quite curious. The rest of stuff,
All right. Brad, you know, see me ask something in the chat, but I could answer. Ran, me ask something to as well, answer me. I will go on. Me invisible in the chat. Brad, I want to step up on the phone for 5 minutes, man, if you can.
Sorry, I didn't see you. Sorry, my hands are busy and I was away from.
All right, me not stay long still, but me just want to pause for a minute and then make you go and run off.
All right, go ahead.
Run. Yeah, Run, and I see me text her, Run. You can't be a mad for me there. Well, I'm mad, them kind of desert me, So far the box state. Give me a minute. See them up on the back of field.
All right, so Grim, you had something to say. Go ahead, please.
I just wanted to address what Dean said something we were earlier. We was talking about precedent. I wanted to say that I was using the context of precedent. I was using precedent in the court context. I was not using it in the court of public opinion, because really and truly, I don't work with court of public opinion, because if I work with court of public opinion, everybody would be in jail by now, right? I'm saying that if he used to go to real court and they pull for precedent in a real court, there would be nothing there, because he had no previous conviction to any of these matters that Rosie is accusing him of. So the court would have nothing to work off of, because there's no previous conviction or anything. So what Rosie needs to come to now is prove that what she's saying is factual and what she's saying is correct, and come with the evidence, go on the stand, get our cross-examination when the defense done examine her, they find out if she's competent.
Can I get a point of interjection?
Right. Yeah, point of interjection.
Grim, you forget that these Rosie's, it was voice notes that were leaked. It's not Rosie put them out there trying to challenge anybody. You know? We are taking Rosie information, and what we are saying is that they need to be investigated. The authority needs to investigate it, because there is our allegations would say that there is fraud involved. There is monies involved, misappropriation of taxpayer funds, and illicit enrichment. So we need an investigation. That's what we'd want. The authorities know the voice note exists. It's not that they don't. So we're just calling for investigation. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, Grip.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, the accuser did not. There couldn't be any investigation, because the accuser didn't make any.
Hold on a minute. When it's your time to speak, then you can respond back to Dean. Remember, we have other persons on the live. All right, so it was Nancy Nascimento. You there?
I just went and Nascimento went before me.
Oh, Nascimento went before you. All right, thank you very much. Smile.
Yeah, I wanted to, the reason why I asked Grim Reaper earlier that if the Prime Minister was, he would say the Prime Minister was accessible, because I'm ready to tell say Rosie is not a credible person, yet still we have heard on numerous occasions how the Prime Minister has lied. The Prime Minister is a pathological, mendacious person. And you know it, because you hear the first thing you say about the Prime Minister, you can't, you wouldn't say him come out and lie. You know, because people accuse him of that, right? He was the first one to say him search far and wide, and him don't know of anybody in his political party that is under illicit enrichment investigation, when he knew he was the head of the corruption. Yet he said that. And you on here, just like how the Prime Minister like Grim Reaper, you are the same kind of sentiment you are dish out on here as well. But there's a bird of a feather flock together. Now, Rosie, you are going to say it not credible, you know, because guess what? When liars walk together, them not gonna agree about truth. And because Rosie now expose the truth, una not gonna agree, you know. But I bet you, if Rosie did come out and say something good about the Prime Minister, you would not be here talking about Rosie is not a credible person. But it's only because now she is going against una leader. And because uno so idol worshippers, such an idol worshipper party, uno can't see that anybody that come out and speak out against the Prime Minister uno agrees, uno accuse them of lying when the Prime Minister is the biggest liar anybody has ever seen in Jamaica. So uno need to talk truth. I asked you earlier, is the Prime Minister a credible person? And you say, God never make everybody perfect. When we know say him are the most liar, this person will come across for the history of Jamaica. And not only just a liar, but also the most sticky fingerist person, Prime Minister we have come across in the history of Jamaica. We have never had a Prime Minister who has been investigated for illicit enrichment. So when you see not only is he a liar, but they're also accusing him of thief. Because if you're illicit enrichment, it means that you're getting your money illegally, which is meaning that he's into crime. So I uno here, and this is not us making it up, it's an IC report. And if we ask uno if uno believe the IC report, uno are gonna say no. Because guess what? The only person that tells truth in a Jamaica is the Prime Minister. Everybody else is a liar. But you know what? Uno go and hang on your head in shame. But not only shame, uno go and wipe on face in filth when all of the corruption that he's doing come out and hide in our face.
Thank you very much, Smile. Time. Ron?
What's up, no good?
Hey, what's up?
There. All right. When me jump on the thing, me hear like grim. Yeah, grim. Me just say grim for now. Did I say Rosie need to prove I'll go and quote her something. But the thing is, the voice note leak. Williams have a problem about it. If you really want to go court and for people find out the truth, him have to sue the lady. It can't go court without him sue the lady or the authorities take it up, which is the hierarchy of the Labour Party, take it up and start an investigation with Mocha and the relevant authorities. You understand? But this has gone on for about 2 weeks and there's no lawsuit. Simple means a cover up a go. Simple means Rosie was everything Rosie has said are true. They might deal with it internal now because they don't want nobody to, they don't want it to come out and expose every slackness and corruption where did that go on. Right? Secondly, now, I mean, me hear them a beat Mark Golding bad. You pack me up and pack alive this morning. That's why nobody not even upon him live. Because him a play some clip where Mark Golding now campaigns about credibility and some other clip my play. So I ask him what is what if he get to the point. But anyways, let me simple say them a beat Mark Golding if he get rid of him, the guy that we won Jack then. But the thing is, him man not say nothing yet but pan the matter. And the people them make it look like say Mark Golding said something pan the matter and like Mark Golding now live by his word. So therefore him for resign. How stupid they be? Because a tax exempt, Darwin Filbert did do the tax exempt to and get charged. And we Andrew unless to go back here and pay how much the taxpayers' money for the campaign, for the by election and put her back in there. So I don't see where they might try compare, but none of them don't remember that. The lady out of good conscience, she resigned, and the Prime Minister, when should have fire her, go back here and beg her to come back in at the party. And she did guilty of the same crime. It go a court and proven that she guilty and she have to pay the